Are you considering becoming a professional speaker or motivational speaker and wondering, what qualifications do I need to have? Well, we are going to answer that question and more. Hi, this is Amy Walker, small business strategist, speaker, and author, and welcome to my channel. Today we're talking about what qualifications do you need in order to become a professional speaker. Are there certifications you should get? And what do you really need to focus on to get in and start getting booked? If you haven't done it yet, please subscribe to the channel and hit that bell notification. I release new content every Monday through Friday with the intention to give you a lot of great resources to help you be able to build your business. So we're going to have today a short answer and a long answer to this question, which is, what qualifications does a professional speaker or a motivational speaker need? Short answer, none. There is absolutely nothing that you have to have in order to get started. Long answer, there may be some things that you want to consider and some things that definitely are a component to being a successful speaker and that businesses look at when they're deciding if they're going to pay you or if they're going to pay the next guy. So today I'm going to show you two organizations that I think are helpful resources along your speaker journey. And then we are also going to break down 4 things that every professional speaker needs to have in order to get booked and get paid. All right, first let's talk about the organization. So the first one is Toastmasters. Toastmasters International is an organization designed to help people with their public speaking skills. It's full of professionals who are wanting to do a better job giving presentations. It's got professional speakers in there. It's got authors who want to promote their books better. It also just has people who love the craft of being able to deliver a speech and don't necessarily have a long-term business game plan. But it's really a welcoming and open organization to help you just get a chance to every week go and practice in front of a group. They do have different levels of certification in there, although I will tell you, I've never had anybody ask for my Toastmasters levels of certification, nor do I have them. I did join Toastmasters for a season and went and had a great time practicing my speeches, but I was really there to test new material more than I was to walk away with the certificate. So I didn't do all my homework, which is fine. But they do have their highest level, which is the accredited speaker. And so if you are an accredited speaker, that is something that people tend to put on their speaker resumes. However, if you've just hit some of their lower level certifications, it's not necessarily something you need to put on, but it is a really helpful place to be able to go and develop your skills as a speaker. All right, the second organization that we got to talk about is the National Speakers Association. This really is the go-to place for speakers who are doing this professionally, whether they are motivational speakers or they are business speakers or performers. Even some top MCs and top event hosts and performers will be a part of this organization. It gives you training on the business side of speaking, and it also gives you training on the performance side of speaking. And so they get together and you meet in your local chapter, and then you can also go to nationwide events. And they also have, in order to be considered a member, a full member of the NSA, you have to have reached certain levels of qualifications. Because of that, that is something that I do see speakers put on their resume more often, that they are a member of NSA, because it means something. They have to have delivered a certain amount of speeches. They have to have been paid a certain amount for those speeches. So it's an organization that, not just anybody can walk into and join. Now, if you haven't met the qualifications yet, you can still be a member of a local chapter. You just won't be a full member of the NSA. They do have a top tier position called the Certified Speaking Professional, because that is a big deal. It's a high level achievement that not everybody gets to, and it takes a lot of years as a professional speaker to be able to get to that level. So they are, again, not required in order to enter into professional speaking because there is no set qualifications that you have to have. However, there are some things that, while not qualifications, you have to have them in order to be successful as a speaker. So let's shift gears and jump into what you really need to build your platform off of. Number 1 is professional experience. We all have experience in our lives, in our careers, in different things that we've accomplished, and the best speaking platforms are where they're built off of that. Let me tell you why this is important. I see a lot of people get the bug, like they catch the speaking bug and they know that they want to do this. They want to share their message, they want to get out there and they want to create a platform. And a lot of times what they do is they leave behind their professional life to step into this new role of motivational speaker. I'll give you an example. I have a client who has a long experience of branding, great graphic designer, great knowledge of marketing and branding, worked with big companies like Reebok and Jelly Belly and all of these really cool things. And then when he caught the speaking bug, he was going in as just a motivational speaker slash life coach slash mentor, and he wasn't really standing out. When he brought in the two and brought them together, his passion plus his expertise, now he was unique and he was somebody that people could say, oh, we need the branding guy to come in. He always delivers a great speech. He's always inspiring and motivational. He knows his stuff. And now we know where to put him. So if you don't have a platform that's based around your professional experience, I think you're missing out. I think you could get ahead faster if you brought that with you. So do you have a background in sales that you can bring into what you do? Are you a psychologist and you can bring that expertise into what you do? Are you a massage therapist who understands the body and the connection between health and wellness and you can bring that into what you do? Bring your professional experience with you. Don't set it on the shelf while you develop a platform that sounds like every other speaker out there. You need something that's distinctly you. The next thing that you need is your personal expertise. So we have our professional experience, we also have our personal expertise. So these are the life lessons. These are the battles that we have fought personally and professionally that have strengthened us and have made us who we are today. If you want to be a motivational speaker, you've got to have those and they've got to be real, and we all have them. But sometimes I see speakers come in and they focus so much on their professional experience that they don't want to appear vulnerable, or they want to act like they've got it all together all the time and they've been on top of their game the whole time, and they're not relatable. They don't have the ability to really move and motivate the room because they feel unattainable. It feels like they've always been up here and we're all the way down here and we'll never be able to get there. So we just kind of look at them as the expert and we don't necessarily look at them and feel something from them that we can relate to. So you got to bring both sides of that to the table. Next is great stories. I am telling you, this is one of the reasons everyone should go to Toastmasters, is so they can practice telling their stories. You need to have great, compelling stories. Stories that show who you were, what was the challenge you experienced, what was that peak of success, and now how is your life going to be different because of that. Stories that are parables where you've learned a story that teaches you about life, or you've had an experience over here that taught you about business over here, or stories that are hilarious and make people want to roll in their seats, stories that bring tears to the eyes. Stories are what people remember, and the reason why we have to have them is because that's what the people talk about when it's all said and done. They may not remember your 5 bullet points, but they will remember the story and they will relate it to the principles that you were trying to give. And storytelling makes you a better speaker. If you're not sure how to get started with your storytelling, I recommend that you make a list of life experiences that you've had and things that seem memorable or seem defining. Even things that were just really, really funny. And then take those experiences and figure out how you can use them in order to teach. There are some great courses out there that you can use on becoming a better storyteller. There's great books, but I'm telling you, storytelling is critical. The next thing that you need is you need dynamic delivery. It is one thing to be able to stand in front of a group and say the words that you need to say and deliver them with accuracy. It is a whole different thing to feel like you are really delivering the message. I know that YouTube is a little bit of a different platform because we only have so much space that we take up, and it's different than a stage. But I'm telling you, when I am speaking on a stage, like my whole body tells the story. My words, I need to know how to make my voice louder and more fast in moments that are dramatic, and then to be able to get really quiet and still during a time when I want to have impact. Even if I'm not saying anything that's earth-shattering, I can say it in a way that sounds like it could be. It's the delivery. This is like drama class. This is you being able to get on stage and sell the message so that they're absorbed in watching you and they feel like they're a part of it. That dynamic delivery absolutely matters. And if you're not sure where to get started with that, I recommend finding a great speaking coach. You can definitely practice at Toastmasters and get feedback on that, but there are also speaking coaches who will just straight up coach you and be like, stop, do it again, try it like this. Stop, didn't like that. Stop, that was great, I want more of it. And they will coach you through that process of delivering a compelling message. And the last thing that you need is you need raving fans and testimonials. A raving fan and testimonial will get you through so many doors so much more easily because there'll be invitations in. I'm telling you, my best speaking gigs have been the ones where I have been invited in because they saw me and they were like, you are amazing and you would be great for this thing over here. And those doors just open so easily and so naturally. When you don't have that, then what happens is you're just submitting speaker pitches and speaker pitches and speaker pitches, and you fall into the same group with a pile of other speakers. And how do they decide which one they want to bring on board? It's kind of hard to tell. So if you're wondering, I'm new, Amy, how do I develop those testimonials and those raving fans? Go out there and start speaking for free, because every free gig has an opportunity to go to a paid gig. Think about it. You volunteered to go speak at XYZ organization. Everybody in that organization probably has a job, probably has kids who are in another organization, and you can use those testimonials to ask for other opportunities and really start getting in there and building your speaking business. Now, speaking is a lot of fun. I absolutely love this industry. I'm excited that you're checking it out. And I encourage you to also watch my video that talks about the different levels of speakers and how the compensation works, because that's really useful information as you're getting started too. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What do you want to be speaking about? And are you new or established? Leave me a comment and let me know. If you found this content helpful, please hit the like button so that I know you like this and want to see more of it. And if you are looking for a community of like-minded entrepreneurs and a place to be able to come and ask questions, I invite you to join us over on the CEO Spot. It's my private Facebook community. I would love to see you there. So my friends, that is it. Please like, please share with any entrepreneur friends that you have that are looking to get started in speaking, and come join us over on our private Facebook group. And I hope to see you back here again really soon. Thanks.